Hi everyone, today we're going to be showing you 3 different ways that you can locate Worldforge items using either an add-on or another method, depending on your use case. So the first method is going to be leveraging the method that there's someone named Mastero, Mastero. I'll provide a link to his video as well. And he used the way that we've done before in the past with other games or other versions of WoW, using HandyNotes, and now there's data to supplement that. So first thing we do if we want to use this method is we open up a new tab. We go ahead and type in HandyNotes 3.3.5 Wrath of the Lich King. I have that at the top here, and I press enter, and now the first option is going to be WoW 3.3.5 add-ons Fellbite. So I click on that. It's going to take me to this page here, and HandyNotes should be at the top. If it isn't, just scroll around until you find it. But we're going to have HandyNotes. Going to click on that. We're going to go to download. It's going to ask for our expansion. We're going to choose Wrath of the Lich King. And I've already downloaded it, but I'll go ahead and download it again. It doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to name it something else. Okay, so now I got that. And now we need to extract that. So we need to extract it somewhere. Where we're going to extract it to is our interface add-ons folder. And if you are using Windows, it's a lot easier to find. But since I'm using Linux, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the folder is, or the path. Now, this is assuming that you installed it via Lutris. So if you installed it via Lutris, then it's going to show up like this. So if I open up my folders, I go to my games folder, Ascension WoW, Drive C, Program Files, Ascension Launcher, Resources, Client, Interface, and Add-ons. A little bit more convoluted than Windows because you have to use a different method, right? But yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, so once you put that in there and you extract it, you have HandyNotes in there now. But now we need one other portion. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this GitHub link for HandyNotes Ascension Points of Interest. So on the page itself, it tells you it shows lootable MEs, Worldforge items on the map, options to disable certain categories of items, type HandyNotes and go to the plugin settings, and so on and so forth, right? Then it has your installation instructions, extract a zip file, and rename it to HandyNotes Ascension Point of Interest. So just copy and paste, right, on the file once you extract that zip. And then you just move it into your interface add-ons directory and restart World of Warcraft. And now you should have something like, oh, it's not letting me do it there, but it should look something like this, right? Let me go and make it big. Something like that, right? So all your little icons will show up here. The only thing about this method is that I've heard from a couple of people where sometimes the items, though, like you move your mouse over the item and it says loading, and it either doesn't load or it takes a super long time to load. So just be very you either have to be patient or you may have to use a different method if you're not able to be patient. And I know some of us, we have limited amount of time. So, but some people have problems with it, some people don't. So second method that we have is, let's say you have it's just WoW that we're playing, right? We're just playing, Ascension Bronzebeard. It's not like you're playing Monster Hunter Wilds or something like this. So some of us might have, a 2060 or a 1080 Ti or something like this with 16 gigs of RAM, and we don't want to have too many add-ons, right? So this next method uses Bronzebeard Maps.pages.dev, and I'll also link this below as well. So what's nice about this one is that it lets you choose your zones, right? And like for instance, I chose Eastern Kingdoms, and then I did the Barons, right? But you could just go up here and go to Durotar if you like. So if you're just starting out, you can go to Durotar and kind of find the ones that you want, right? You can either mouse over them like this and they'll tell you, and you can click on them and they'll go away too. So if you've collected one, you can click on it so you remember that you got that one already. Now, alternatively, you can come down here. So you'll see that there's a bunch of different names for stuff with their X and Y coordinates. And let's say you are a maybe like a melee class, right? I could click on Ancient Femur, and now it says tracking here. So if I go back up here, it tells me, oh, the Ancient Femur's right here. It's this blue one. So make it bigger maybe. So you see it's blue there, right? So you can kind of go through these and kind of track which one you want to track and which one you don't. So maybe you want, I don't even know what that one is. Maya's water pouch. So that one's over here. Oh, I didn't even see that one. But anyway, that's how you can find that, right? So this is a second way you can do it. This is my preferred way right now because I don't want to have 1,000 add-ons in my machine. It's not that my machine can't run it. It's just that I hate having tons of add-ons. I'd rather have as little as possible. And the last way, like if none of those ways work and you have no other option, then you can use the band add-on. So the band add-on is called LootCollector. So now I've talked to some people online, and they say that that is if you look on their page here, it is a band add-on. I wonder if it shows here. Yeah, add-on listed as banned under loaded. So what people are doing is they're downloading this add-on. The reason why it was banned is because it shares information peer-to-peer, and people were abusing that, and they were like trolling people and sending weird messages and whatnot. So this one is kind of like your mileage may vary, but I don't think that many people are probably using this anymore. But it does still work, but you have to, from what I'm hearing from a lot of other folks, is if you download the add-on and you extract it in the folder, you need to rename the folder to something else, and then you need to rename your .toc to something else. So for instance, what I mean by that is if I think I downloaded it already. I'll show you. So if I go to my downloads, I have LootCollector right here, right? And I'll show you that here. So you see that? I have LootCollector right here. It's the one I selected. And right up above, I basically renamed it to Loot Master, right? And then if I go inside, I have the TOC file, and that one is also called lootmaster.toc. So your .toc file has to match the naming exactly as your folder. So quite other people, this has been working for them. So that's the third way, in case you can't get any of the other ways to work, which would be very surprising. But my preference is Bronzebeard Maps. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and at the bottom of in the description, or maybe in the first comment, I'll go ahead and put links to these, as well as I'll put a link to Mastero's video, because I think that's a really great video. And I hope this helps you guys. All right, see you later.